Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go one more.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Able to find Isabella. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
56. Target.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on second down, Murray rolling to his right.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got it. 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
56, check 56. Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Here we go. Right there, 56. Defense wins chips.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Blue 80. 43. Check, 43. We got it.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Echo. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
You ready? 43. Here we go, G. All day, defense.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24. Got it.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Wilson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. On first and 10, here's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. What's up? Come on, boys. 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on fourth down. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Johnson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be third and 10.
Ready, ready. 56 is the mic. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
shotgun now from Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones.
Zone. They can create points using their defense.
What up, fellas?
They take their man down.
What up? What up?
Loss on the sack makes his job much more difficult.
I see Chris Carter. Please don't give me another bullshit Chris Carter.
Bro, it's going to be someone who's not in the game. It's always been someone who's not in the game. And then like other
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yeah. You want it to be Steve Largent with like 83 speed?
Give me Harold Carmichael was his name? Was that it?
Harold? Yeah.
Big Dick Harold.
He hated it. Get out of here. I feel like it's because he works for Madden.
Damn it. That's a pick. I mean, fumble.
You see that cold streak thing? It says Detroit and Houston.
Able to retain possession for them.
So it's Calvin.
Michael Dixon.
Yeah.
Just about on his own goal line.
Give me a fresh Calvin.
How could he be? But it should be goes to present.
About the 28. Well,
it's going to be Stafford.
Ooh. He's not even present. He's hurt. He's been hurt all season.
That's a present, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been hurt all season, though.
No, it's a present for us.
This is your gift. Fucking hell, man.
He's doing some squatties.
This offensive line.
We can do some squatties. It's halftime. I get ball. Fuck, man. How the fuck do I get this?
On how much time do you have?
I got another game after this.
So you doing some duels? What are you doing? Solo battle?
Fuck!
Yeah.
I'm
gonna do it real quick then.
Intercepted.
I mean, I'm at halftime and I get ball.
So we're both at halftime. I'm at the start. So you wait. I wait for you for half, or you wait for me for half.
Fuck is with these?
Plus, I gotta get one done.
Playing these fucking people that play 9 fucking DBs on the field.
Are they right now?
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
That's a...
Come
on, man.
Awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Ronnie Lott making an appearance.
On the pickup. And now it's first
Just
and 10. A big
gone.
mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
What are we doing? There you go.
Crispy.
Flakes. They call me Crispy Flakes.
I didn't want to say this, but that guy's a fucking idiot and deserved to have his mouth.
They'll try to
Give me
shut
something. Like,
McFarland.
what was he trying to do with me?
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch, but I mean, if your mouth is being crushed, did you see my forearm? It was covered in blood. Oh, that dummy.
So it's Seahawks
Trust.
football
Big trust.
as we march toward a conclusion.
You don't have big trust.
They've
You
got a
have
second
negative.
down now as they search for
You have extra large trust. I have big trust.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
What do you say?
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late
Tom not going so well over there.
It's 7-3. I just can't get any offense. I had one field goal. I haven't got any offense ever since. Get that... What the fuck, man?
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
This man is cut. He just throws it up in traffic and gets the catch. It's fucking wild to me.
I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score
That's the only
game. You're
points he
inside of
scored.
2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't
I'm
give
right
up
there.
anything
I'm
cheap and
on
easy.
it.
That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field.
I don't
and
get the
they will send
knockdown.
this
I get-
one away.
Linebacker just gets beat up by a tight end, huh?
And he loses the football
And we
the
fumble.
second
That's
time.
amazing.
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh,
And
this game
that
is
might
wild.
just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
That's wild.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take
This
it
man
right back
literally
to the
threw
house.
4 picks.
2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big
Insane.
1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's 21-3.
That's crazy how that fucking happened. I literally was down. I was down 4 points 30 seconds ago.
What are you down now?
18.
Whoa.
He threw a touchdown, and then my dude fumbled the kickoff and
And you can
returned
bet
it
they're
for a
preaching 2
touchdown.
hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Really though? Come on, man.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona's
I like how
offense at the
without
line,
if I
ready to
had
get their
escape
drive
artist,
started.
man, I could
They've lost
outrun
this
this
one. Their offense has struggled.
3-man
Do they
rush.
try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches
That's
want
annoying.
to. I remember one time I was on
Very
a team,
annoying.
and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Kyler Murray,
Looking for
can you
more
throw the
there
ball
first down, but
on a
just
line?
slow downfield, incomplete.
Goddamn
So after
receiver.
the incompletion
Waiting
on first
30
down,
years
second
for
and
it.
10. Back to the air on
Receiver's
second
waiting on you to
down,
throw the
it's
ball. Good catch.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that'll
Big trust
wind
can
up
be out
moving
here
the
fumbling.
chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34.
Did that guy try and go hard with you, Jim?
Yeah, I went real soft because I thought he was brand new.
Throwing on first down, but
So, like,
this
and then he,
one
like, tried to
winds
go
up
for-
be
he went for a straight
Andy
ankle
Isabella
walk.
was the
Oh, I
intended
think I
target,
saw
and
that.
That'll bring up second down.
He like his face was like turning red, and I'm like, I put both elbows on the mat and just looked at him
Here's Murray. He's going to
because nothing's more demoralizing.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
The worst part is he's pulling, and he goes straight ankle lock, and he tried to like turn it to go belly down, I think, and he couldn't turn me. And like I'm sitting there and he's going, he's red, and like I can tell he like lets go a little bit because he's tired. I'm like, all right, you done now? He's like,
Pressure comes,
But I
he's
just
taken down
set up. I like put my up to my knee and then.
Oh my God! Gotta love it.
Dude. My thing is,
He's tried rolling hard with me.
Even if you're visiting, don't roll hard with people. You don't know what rank these people are. Right? So don't go out hard right away. I didn't know what he was, so I started off real light, and then he went like an asshole.
Murray sets to throw on four.
And then he tried to go. I went north-south, and he tried to hold on to a guillotine, even though he was wrong side. He got the shit. He got. I thought he was going to go out.
The Seahawks are going to take over the football.
And then Devin was trying to get me to break his arm.
Were you rolling with Ben when I smushed his face?
Yeah, because we looked at you. Well, I saw it, and I'm like, well, I didn't know you had it. It looked to me like it was in. I mean, at least that it was in enough to where even if it's over your chin, you're going to
come into the line here to begin their next.
And eventually he did. He did tap.
Yeah, but he was tapping really late on everything.
There's one timeout remaining defensively, but
that's why I
need to use it here.
That's why I prefer choking people, because
maybe he was tough. Maybe he was real tough and we didn't know it because he didn't seem very tough.
I think you're onto something there.
The worst part is like when I was rolling, I was having a conversation. When I was rolling with him and he's trying really hard, I'm having a conversation.
So the victory here for Seattle, and you got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
You guys start a squad game yet?
Nope. You get to enjoy the
you guys about to start
victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this
I'm gonna
one
play
home,
this other game if this dude shows up.
with each other and being in a position
Did you just mumble?
I don't know what the last part of that.
I said, I'm gonna start
this
other game if this dude shows up.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one
That's
moves
wild. We literally had the same fucking
stats. Back home.
Except for one.
Meanwhile, for Arizona,
that's it. Literally, we threw about the same amount of yards, ran about the same amount, had the same amount of turnovers. Oh my fucking God. I just couldn't get in the end zone.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
I only have done.
If I could have got